Okay, Cancer. Hello there. Welcome to 7 Star Tarot. This is a spiritual tarot reading for the last week of May, which, if it resonates for you, I hope will help you to see things from a different perspective and inform your actions, thoughts, and behaviors going forward. I'm speaking to my emotional, loving, supportive, caring, engaging, sociable, friendly, protective, giving, and diplomatic facilitators of others. Cancerians, hello. So, on the pre-shuffle, we had come out the Knight of Swords in reverse. This Knight of Swords looks a little bit miffed. She's not happy about something. She looks to be in some kind of like a kind of high mountain encampment. So she's up in the clouds with her perspective, looking down on things, liking to have the big picture where possible, but she's come in reverse. So normally the Knight of Wands is kind of like riding in on his horse very quickly, swiftly, bringing some idea or set of thoughts, processes, concepts to bear on the situation. In the reverse is kind of like someone on the warpath. Maybe someone struggling to have a higher perspective, maybe someone prone to kind of like be quite cutting with their words. So this may be somebody else. I mean, this is a female knight, so it could be a female energy, or it could be a kind of like sort of feminine, kind of masculine energy, sort of mixed, coming in. Yes. Or it could be your own tendency to maybe rush in before you've kind of thought everything through. And then we have the Two of Wands, which is kind of like an indecisive energy. It's an energy of having a lot, there's lots of resources here. Kind of have the world at your feet in a way, but not very happy about the situation and very sort of indecisive. And then we have the Ten of Swords, which is typically kind of defeat, utter defeat. But this card is kind of more about what happens after the Ten of Swords. You see like the sunrise kind of coming up in the distance. Whatever happened before now is obviously over. So what's happened before now? There's an indecisive energy. It's relating to a particular person who maybe is quite aggressive with their words, thoughts, or actions. An aggressive energy. And yourself not knowing kind of where to go with this or which kind of path to choose. Or is it kind of like choosing between an aggressive kind of attacking path, which it maybe isn't very well thought through, and the accepting of defeat in a particular situation, and this kind of like constant just feeling like on the fence about it. Neither of these options seem very good. Do I kind of go in all guns blazing, or do I kind of accept that this situation really is over? I've played my last card. It didn't work out, and let's sort of move on. So it's kind of like, are you in a position where you're looking at a situation and you're looking at either kind of diving in, sort of feet first without really thinking about it, or kind of just totally walking away from it? So it looks like, you may be at a crossroads at this point in time. Maybe you need to sort of choose which way to go. So what is this about, this crossroads? Let's get some more on these kind of two different kind of pathways, if you like. Four of Wands in reverse, Seven of Pentacles, and Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. So, some kind of home situation not working out, despite working on it. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. So in the upright, she's sort of like, yeah, looking very happy with developing her independence. This is the Empress of the Minor Arcana, as we know, I'm sure. Very abundant, but in the reverse, not so abundant. Somewhat codependent. Is this a situation? Are you looking at rushing in to a situation where there hasn't been the development of a happy home life? There hasn't been this kind of celebration of a stable home life. But there has been work put into it in the past. There's been a lot of effort, time, and energy in the past put into growing this. But there's been a sense of sort of dissatisfaction, or not. Maybe a sense of like, have you had a sense of like, in this home situation that hasn't worked out, but which has had a lot of time put into it, are you thinking about kind of rushing back in to try and save it? Even though it kind of detracted from your ability to kind of be independent, maybe there's a sense of like, well, could this still be fixed? You know, maybe if I go in and I go and, you know, make an offer to someone or try and talk to someone to kind of bring this back, to work on it, to put some more energy into it. Maybe I just didn't put enough energy into it in the first place. You know, maybe I was overthinking it, or maybe I wasn't thinking about it enough. You know, there's a kind of like, I'm getting here a sort of like sense, a deep sense of dissatisfaction about what's occurred, but also like a kind of desire to maybe continue to work on something. But I think this desire is kind of coming from the wrong place. This desire seems to be coming from a place where you're not necessarily looking at the bigger picture. And you're thinking that there's maybe like a time basis to this, you know, that, okay, this needs to be done quickly. Or is the Knight of Swords in reverse kind of not dashing in quickly? Are they kind of holding themselves back? Interesting. What's going on with this Ten of Swords situation then? What's happening with this Ten of Swords choice? The choice to accept that that what's dead is dead, what's done is done. You know, that whatever has happened is over now. Queen of Swords in reverse, Two of Cups, Ten of Cups in reverse, Seven of Swords in reverse. What? The Queen of Swords in reverse is someone sort of similar to the Knight of Swords in reverse, but she's much more upset about being let down by someone. You know, she can see people for their weaknesses, but she's very likely to kind of, yeah, be quite cutting in her words and sort of like just cut someone off. Maybe without without a second thought. Queen of Swords in reverse can be quite cruel. You know, sort of like not take the time to hear someone out. Yeah, so this Queen of Swords, she has quite a dangerous looking katana. And the Two of Cups is about love, is about relation, a loving relationship between two people. Queen of Swords in reverse, followed by the Two of Cups. And she's looking away from the Two of Cups as well. So is this a feminine energy who was quite cold, quite cruel in a relationship, leading to a Ten of Cups in the reverse, which is an absence of happiness, an absence of success in the relationship sphere, an absence of harmony, disharmony in what first appeared to be a very close relationship. And the Seven of Swords in reverse. So the Seven of Swords is about deception. It's about sort of trying to steal something and get away with it. But the Seven of Swords in reverse is about kind of maybe wanting to kind of like heal something or bring something back, or bring something out into the open, or like be honest. The Seven of Swords in reverse is actually like the Seven of Swords in upright is not a very positive card. These crows are kind of really like, he's stealing the crow's feathers, and the crow is pretty upset about it. He's got a knife in his hand as well. He looks like he's kind of like cut these feathers off these crows. So in reverse, he'd sort of maybe be like, maybe it's about contrition, about feeling sorry for something that's occurred, feeling sorry for this loss of happiness in this lovers type situation, in this close emotional bond. Is someone who was quite cruel, cold, calculating, detached. A feminine energy was quite cool and cruel and detached in a love situation, leading to a loss of happiness and the ending of a situation, maybe a sense of betrayal even. So how does this relate back to the original choice? So the choice is between rushing in to a situation where there's been a lack of stability in a home life, despite the effort put in to grow it, and a lack of feeling secure in and of oneself. Or, so between that, or a situation where you've been defeated because of someone who's been quite cold in a situation. Seven of Swords in reverse. I need to check this out. I'm not confident that my Seven of Swords in reverse interpretation is actually correct, If contemplating something unethical, the card reversed indicates the seeker will get caught. The card may suggest slander. The seeker is a subject of gossip and needs to be alert. Be more cautious of one's publicly perceived conduct. Could also indicate that whoever took unjustifiably from the seeker will pay his or her dues and get caught soon enough. Another indication is that of a seeker who is trying to deceive the self or others into believing that he or she has it all or can handle it all just fine, though the reality is that the seeker experiences a great deal of instability and insecurity. This is also a card about sabotage, whether to oneself or to others. The Seven of Swords in reverse may also indicate requital, forfeiture, or reparations that will be made by or to the seeker. Whether it's by the seeker to others or to the seeker from others will depend on the other cards drawn in the spread. This cruel person who's wrecked this relationship and caused a lot of unhappiness will try to make amends, or will suffer the consequences of what's happened, the feeling of defeat. I don't know if any of this is your energy. Is it, Cancer? Is this somebody else? Somebody else up on the parapet trying to decide between, do they rush in to you, try and work on what was broken, even though they're not secure in and of themselves and they're approaching things in the wrong way? Or do they accept defeat, accept that they've been horrible to you and ruined a situation and deal with the consequences of it? None of this is about you, is it? Is this about another person? This must be about another person. Who's this other person then? There's been a relationship with this person, and it looks like their behaviors are quite have been quite damaging in the past. You know, they've upended what could have been a wonderful relationship and a wonderful experience, but because of their actions, they're now between a rock and a hard place. And the rock and the hard place is about rushing in and kind of like fighting. Fighting in a situation which isn't stable, or fighting for a situation which has been made unstable, trying to build it, even though the person doesn't have a sense of stability themselves. So why would they be rushing in to build something if they don't have the stability and they've caused a lack of stability? Why would this person be rushing in? Four of Pentacles in the reverse, because their current situation hasn't been working. They've not been able to hold on to what they thought they could. The Hanged Man, they're seeing things from a different perspective. Four of Swords in reverse, and they're defeated. They come to a point where they're totally exhausted with trying to hold on to what they've got. And this Hanged Man is actually tied, not just by the legs, but by the hands. This person, in their situation, they've not been able to hold on to their money. They feel exhausted, they feel tired, and so they're thinking about rushing in towards you to try and build on something, even though they haven't been able to do so in the past. Why is the Nine of Pentacles in reverse with this person? Why is the Nine of Pentacles in reverse with this person? Three of Swords in reverse. This person is not independent. And not able to function by themselves because they're trying to get over a heartbreak. Their heart is not working correctly. Maybe their heart isn't even in what they're doing currently, and so they're not able to hold on to what they've got. They're feeling trapped and they're feeling exhausted. The Three of Swords in the reverse is about like The Three of Swords upright is obviously the heart being stopped by, it's heartbroken, being stabbed, the mechanisms of the heart being stopped by these swords which have been forced through the cogs. In the reverse, it could be about that the heartbreak isn't as bad as it was, or trying to recover from the heartbreak. So even though this person is trying to recover from the heartbreak, they still have a codependent kind of energy. Do we have anything else about this? And they're thinking about the past, Six of Cups. They're dreaming about the past. That's why they're thinking about rushing in. But they're rushing in with the wrong energy. Why are they rushing in with the Knight of Swords in reverse? Justice in the reverse. The Hanged Man in the reverse. Because they feel like everything's against them. They feel like everything's unfair. They feel like they've been sacrificed because of the karma which they're experiencing, because of causing this lack of stability. Yeah, karma's catching up with this person. And they don't feel anything is fair. They feel like, if anything, they've come into their shadow. They've come into their shadow. They're operating out of their shadow, and that's why they would fly in on a warpath instead of coming in with a loving energy. The Hanged Man is in reverse. The Hanged Man is in reverse. They don't have a perspective. They don't have a good perspective on what's happened. They still haven't got a good perspective on what's happened, but they are fantasizing about the past. They're stuck in this situation which they're currently in. They've not been able to hold on to their money. They've been losing money. They've been probably losing their health, maybe even getting ill, feeling brokenhearted and struggling to overcome it, and thinking about you. And thinking, should I rush in hastily, even though I know I'm not going to be coming in with the right energy, but this current situation isn't going to be working for me? Or do I accept defeat? Do I accept defeat because I've been cruel and cold and detached and a bit heartless in the past, in a situation that I knew was... Oh, look at this, Two of Cups. Isn't that beautiful? That is just the essence of a loving relationship. But this person took her katana blade and she sliced through this Two of Cups, causing the Ten of Cups to turn upside down. The happiness was lost. And now having to deal with the consequences and having to accept that they've used the power of their mind in the wrong way. The mind has come out of its place, and it's been introduced into the world of cups, into the world of emotions. The mind has sliced through the world of emotions, causing this pain, this inner turmoil, which is this inner turmoil, which is the knowledge that's what's been done. So now the Three of Wands in reverse, the Two of Pentacles, and the Five of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Oh, and the Star in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Oh, and the Ace of Wands in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so yeah, the ships aren't coming in. There's nothing on the horizon. There's no future plan. It's not looking good for this person. They're trying to achieve stability in a situation where it looks like there's not much happening in the future. Lots of competitive energy, 5 of Wands. Internal conflict. Do I go this way? Do I climb up there? Do I grab this thing? Do I go in a weird little way and kind of grab on to these? None of these people know where the fuck they're going. Excuse my French. This person doesn't know where they're going. They're there, they're juggling, they're trying to keep their plates spinning, juggling them around, but there's no sense of a bigger future. There's no sense of a successful creative endeavor. It looks like the venture is not coming to fruition, full of internal mental conflict, loss of hope, the star inverted, you know? Wishing upon a star, but where is the star? Not there. Why? Because she fucking 10 of Swords'd it. The Queen of Swords, 10 of Swords'd it. And they might have said something quite cruel, harsh, distasteful, I heard. Or it might have been quite distasteful what this person did, how they turned this world upside down. This person might have turned your world upside down. They might have betrayed you, stabbed you in the back. Is this you? Do you feel like you've been stabbed by somebody cold and heartless? Who now, because they've seen the consequences of their action, starting to see what they've done. Hold on just a second. Are they seeing what they've done? Are they seeing what they've done? Is this person seeing what they've done? 9 of Wands. Oh, they're defensive about it. Oh no, it wasn't me. Oh, it wasn't me. 9 of Wands. Empress in reverse. 5 of Pentacles. Oh, I did it because I was left out in the cold. I did it because I wasn't given the things. The Empress in reverse. It's the Emperor in reverse. Sorry. Gosh. Why did I think that was the Empress? Lack of abundance would be the Empress in reverse, but the Emperor in reverse. Look how arrogant this is. Look. So arrogant, this Emperor. Wow. Just sitting back, twiddling thumbs. Yeah, what are you going to do? What are you going to show me? Let's have a look. You're coming up, you're coming down, whatever. Little downward pointing arrow, upward pointing triangle. Yeah, are we going up or down? And look, there's triangles pointing in different directions here as well. I know they're the elements, but this person likes to put on a show. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm going up, I'm going down. No. Arrogant. Defensive. Feeling left out in the cold, even though that's probably where she left you. I'm saying she, it doesn't have to be a she, obviously. There's a feminine energy for some reason in this. I see this person not taking responsibility for their actions while at the same time being quite kind of defensive and egotistical. Lots of ego occurring here. Lots of ego. But at the same time, they are dreaming of you. They feel like they're losing their hope. They're losing their will to go on. Maybe depressed. Maybe crying at times, but still apparently not backing down. 5 of Pentacles, feeling left out in the cold, feeling abandoned. Even though the love you had to give was always there, wasn't it? Look, it's right there. It's inside the cathedral if they would just come inside. But no. No, no, no. The Emperor doesn't come inside to the nice warmness. No, no. The Queen of Swords sits out in the cold, slicing and dicing with the mind. Ace of Wands in reverse. Not getting what they want. The person isn't getting what they want. This choice is about accepting that they caused this, like, basically betrayal. So do they give up? Do they accept that their karma is their karma? You know, things aren't really working out. They're constantly having to run around, juggle, put in mental conflict, losing hope. Or do they kind of try and rush in? Neither of these choices are very good. And none of this is about you. I don't think. You know, leave in the comments section if you think this, you know, if some of this is about you. But yeah, this person's almost kind of like torn between these two things. So this is strange. This is totally a reading about somebody else. The way I've read it, we could have probably gone another way here, but this is how I've read it. So let's come back to our Cancerians. What does our Cancerian do about this situation? I mean, how does this even concern the Cancerian? How does this even concern soulmates in the reverse? Oh dear. Soulmates in the reverse. Time to go in the reverse. To be fair. Wow. This is justice. This is justice for this person who operated out of their shadow, created instability. Their justice is that they're not getting anything they thought they were going to get. Quite the opposite. They're feeling tired, run down, worn out. They're feeling like a martyr. They're feeling maybe even betrayed in the environment that they're in. They're feeling left out in the cold. They're feeling tied up and bound. They're feeling like things aren't successful. They're feeling conflicted about what they're supposed to do, about their choice, the choice that they have to make. Look, the Two of Pentacles and the Two of Wands, you know. She doesn't look happy doing this juggling, does she? He doesn't look happy, you know, making this choice. It's not a happy choice. It's not being made from a happy place. This is the justice. Soulmates in the reverse. What does it say? Oh, I'm very sorry. This is not a very happy reading, is it? An important relationship brings you to your knees. This is the kind of soulmate who comes with a powerful gift. Your patterns and all your old stories that don't serve your well-being enter into this dynamic so you can heal them. This person is called to a sacred task to help you learn, even if it seems uncomfortable, sticky, or even inconceivable. The question is not, why did he or she do this to me? But rather, what is the gift in this? Look into this mirror. You will only be changed for the better. Wow. If that's not relevant, I don't know what is. Time to go in the reverse. This is a crazy reading. And it took so long to get going. We really had no idea what was going to come out of this, did we? Right. Even if it appears that you've reached the end of the line and all is lost, it isn't. You're in a situation that will resurface again later. So consider this a break rather than an ending. Destiny is in charge here. You lose nothing and gain everything when you surrender to that fact. Your soul knows that your destiny is unfolding with perfect timing and synchronicity. Your small self has doubts, but that is natural, as it doesn't have the map of your destiny. The soul does. Spirit loves you. Trust that. Time to go. Wow! think the message from these 3 oracle cards is accept that this is the justice that is playing out. And while it might not seem fair, what happened may not have seemed fair to you, and what is happening now for this person may not seem fair to them, this is the wheel of fortune. This is the wheel of the world, of the universe, of reality, and this is how it turns. And obviously with tarot, we are able at times to gain some sort of insight into that. So, the universe has your back. Oh, did you see that? That did a double flip. Energy flows where my intention goes. I'm unapologetic about what I desire and trust that what I focus on will grow. I am the dreamer of my dream. Yes. Yes, you are, Cancerian. Wow. These 3 cards literally saying exactly the same thing. You go and you focus, not on all of this stuff that's happening, okay? It's time to go, time to go, time to go. We know there's lots of happy memories from the past, but that was the past, and the past doesn't exist. The past exists in the present, in your mind now, and that's the only place it exists. You're the dreamer of your dream. So unapologetically focus on what you want. Dream your dream, and your energy, the energy of the universe, will flow where your intention goes. I hope this reading was helpful. Bye for now.